Hello everyone, this is Bigalski,
And JTB.
and finally we are done with my Ninja Gaiden Sigma making the Master Ninja ranking for each chapter on normal. Equipment is the Falcon gauntlets. Those have actually been a lot of fun to play with. So here,
Equipment's great in this game.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
I actually thought about going through and just play it the regular way, but after I finished this, and it took me way longer than I thought I was going to, I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I'm just going to unlock all the equipment, and next time I play, I'll use that. Here's my good movement. There we go. We got to finish it off with it. It seems like he just targets that stuff, though.
This
You know?
this area in Sigma is a little bit finicky. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know what they did with the overlays for the graphics, but there's in the original, like in NGB and 04, there's very particular things you can do, and it's pretty generous with where you have to run and jump to actually like grab ledges. In Sigma, it's very specific. Like if you're a little bit off to the left or right, he won't grab a ledge or something.
Well, don't forget to, because I think in Ninja Gaiden Black, if you had the UF out and it started the series, or you would start with the UF. And in here, it seems like I had to switch back over to the UF. But anyway, this is the easy, simple, tried and true method. Just Nimpo forward Y until he's dead. I think it takes four hits. If you wanted to go for a little bit more of a score, maybe you could jump and try to charge or
You
something
can go
like
for
that.
UTs on him, yeah, but you need him to cooperate to do that.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. I was talking to Shelly about this when we were watching this. If he broke it that easy, just fight Mirai with the true dragon sword, and when he tries to swing at you, hit him. And that should break it. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yep.
But I left all of this in just because, first of all, you can't skip it. From what I
Yeah, you
understand.
can't skip this in Sigma, yeah. Yeah, even after you've completed it like more than once, you just can't skip the credits.
So I think, so again, UF, forward Y, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but it's the easiest way. True Dragon Sword with Nimpo, Firewheel's Nimpo does a ton of damage. But I just think at this point, why try any other way if you feel a little bit comfortable? You've had the whole game to practice with the low health UF on some of the fights that we've talked about throughout the game, so hey, why not end it with that?
Yeah.
And I kind of think of the tribute that we did to Leo Gets It Done with this scene right here. And but anyway, I think that's really it in terms of Mirai. Any other suggestions you have on him?
Not really. You can wait when he gets to low health and he goes up top and does the dragon. You can get that guarantees you an ET if you can dodge it and on landing. But realistically, if you're UFing him, he'll be dead long before he can do that. So yeah, it's a pretty simple boss fight. It's one of those weird fights though, especially if you are playing for score. It's probably one of the easiest fights in the game because it's just one boss and it's a speed kill. And, you can save right before it. There's no gauntlets or anything like that. But it is such a relief actually killing him on a karma run. Just
right.
Like seeing that final hit connect and just knowing, right, that's it. It's over. This run is done. It's extremely satisfying.
Well, if people have a hard time dodging the Dark Dragon when he releases it towards you, you can just charge up an ET and let it go right before it hits. And, that'll give you some invincibility frames so you don't have to worry about it hitting you.
Yeah.
And then you can roll into a Gleaming Blade. It's funny, if his health is low enough, you can actually throw exploding shurikens up there while he's casting. I think I caught it on video, and it could kill him that way. That's a fun way of doing it. But yeah, if you're just playing for, even if you're not really playing for score, just that way that I showed, if he starts launching his shurikens at you right at the beginning or charge, like I said, just Nimpo, roll into him, and you've got plenty of Nimpo, like JTB had said, the on items, fly, that's it's not that hard of a boss. Now, if you're not used to him or the UF, he can be tricky. I've seen a lot of people get stuck on it, and I still think this is the best cutscene in the game. This one right here, going on.
Yeah, it is a good one.
A little bit. But
Speaking of off topic though, just real quick on Mirai, how he's an easy boss. What we talked about in with the Hurricane packs, Fiend Mirai in HP 1 really is a joke. You can intercept everything he does, like except the dragon. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, because his shurikens can be quite hard to dodge, so you can just stand there and just block them. It's great.
And also, you can just loop him with the Flying Swallow back in Ninja Gaiden 2004. But
Yep.
again, I think low health UF. Now, I wanted, again, put all this stuff in here to kind of talk about what I think about my first playthrough of this. I really like the equipment stuff. I think, I mean, it played like Sigma, of course, but the equipment added a lot to it. I think some of the extra missions, I'm slowly going through mission mode right now and playing some of these for the first time, and I've really liked those extra add-ons to it. It's a lot of fun, and if I had without equipment, I probably would stop at normal, because I did that on Ninja Gaiden Black. When it got released with the Xbox, I think I played through hard or something like that. But with here, I think I'll go through everything and play it all with equipment and just have a good time with that.
Yeah.
What about you? Any?
No, not really, man. I'm done for the time being, and yeah.
You played through it super fast.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I mean, that was thanks to you. You've all got Al to thank for all those videos last year. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with it for the time being, but I really like it. But that said, I mean, I feel like I feel like I like Sigma more than most people, I think, because I think I've played enough Black. I always put it like this, like, I've played enough Black to see Black's flaws, which I think a lot of people don't. I think a lot of people play Black like once or twice, and in that kind of bubble, it's this like perfect game, and I think if you've played it, if you play a game for 15 years, you'll see you'll find the problems that it has,
Right.
and the problems that Black has after all that time. Like for me, Sigma doesn't have. Like it's mainly relating
really?
to
Wow.
score, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I think if you want to play for score, I think Sigma is by far the better game to play for score. Because there's no farming, speed is way more important, execution is much more of a factor in Sigma. Especially on the high difficulties, you really have to be on point with execution. And the Master Collection's great. I really, really, really enjoyed it because I played the Vita version as well, and for anyone that doesn't know, this is basically just the Vita version,
Right.
in
Ported
Sigma's
over,
engine,
yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, and the equipment is super fun. I remember when the Vita version came out, and I was playing that, and I
there's
don't
our-
think anyone...
There's our achievement for what we tried to do: get Master Ninja on all chapters. So I
Yep.
had to leave that in there. That
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
of course.
That stuff.
But yeah, when the Vita version came out, and I was posting on the forum, but no one had it at the time, and I said, "Oh man, this equipment is really cool. Actually, it's a shame that it took them so long to put this on kind of a home system, because the equipment really does change the game, and it's the closest thing you get to kind of a New Game Plus. Now that it's on PC, of course, that's not really a problem, but." For if you're playing on a console, the difference between playing with equipment and playing without is drastic. It really does change the game significantly. So I think it's a great version overall. It's definitely worth getting if you're an NG fan.
So, as you can see, that's the reason I started, or I knew I was doing pretty good. And, this shows that this is my first time here. The guy above me, Dark Farther Time, he's a good player, but he's played that, his third playthrough, and he played with equipment. So, I got, to not, only be behind him by less than 200,000, with upgrading weapons, with not playing with equipment other than the Nimpo boost. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if I would go through and try to do a karma run with equipment to beat his score. That's a lot of work, but it would be fun though to see the interesting things. I compared his times with mine, and you can see the times for the Alma chapter that he would, or his was faster than mine, and that's because of the equipment.
Yeah.
So still, that's not too bad. But you can look. There's not a lot of. Yeah, I think I showed him his times a little bit. He had less Nimpo uses, but I think more UTs. So that's where a lot of that was. I think, did I go ahead and show this? Yeah. You'd be able to see some of the times that are kind of drastic.
Yeah, this is one of the best things about Sigma as well. I love the leaderboard stuff, the way you can compare like scores and that.
Yeah.
I wish that was in NGB. I really do. And you can do it for mission mode as well. It's super cool.
Well, I'm pretty happy that I beat, he has equipment and I beat some of his chapter times. But it really is the boss times that you can see a big difference on. And then some of the later chapters, how many fights did they do?
Yeah, I mean, there's
from
100k in the caverns. Look right there. That's probably maybe the flame worm.
Yeah.
Thinking
Well, I
about
mean, I got it in one UT, but I think I did some fights. I didn't do all the fights that you could do in the caverns. There's mixing that up. There's some of the ninjas in the monk's room later on in the game. Once you get celerity, some people do those early. Some people do them a little bit later. Maybe you don't need the celerity with the equipment that you have. It'll be interesting to see if I decide to go back and do something like that. But I'm pretty proud of that score. Especially, I know people get tired of me saying it, but hey, it's not bad for 55 years old, even though it took me 6 months and not really playing that much to finally get it. I had all these grand things that I wanted to do with the game, and it's like, okay, 6 months to play, and I just don't play it that much.
yeah.
But this brings me up to, I don't know what I'm gonna do going forward with the game or making videos. I know me and JTB have done a ton of stuff on Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden Sigma. We've done commentary runs. Like, if I do a hard run, do I get it on video? And if I do we do commentary? But it's stuff we've said before in different chapters. So, same thing with mission mode. We did a series on his channel talking about the Ninja Gaiden Sigma missions, his road to 50 million on that. Would we do something like that for here? I'm not sure. I think we're both a little burnt out. But it'd be interesting to see what people think. If I go ahead and just play through for fun, should I make a video series? Should I do commentary? Should somebody else join? Because I know JTB's a little burnt out on this stuff. I mean, I am too. It's I don't want to just like not make any videos anymore. But
We need a big
any
Alski
thoughts?
stream. That's what it is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we need
No.
let us know in the comments. Should Big Al start streaming? There we go.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But it's well, because I can only stand to play for a few minutes, before I just, I've kind of burned myself out. But I don't want to. It gets into me to keep playing this for some reason. Like, I got my True Achievements gamer score for the year, and I had 3 achievements on Borderlands 3, and the rest were the Sigma right here. So those are really the only games that I played all year. So Borderlands was like the first half, and of course, I mean, I played Ninja Gaiden Black to get my 50 million on that. But anyway, I just don't know what kind of content. I don't get a lot of views on my videos. I mean, I think we work hard to give useful information and try to help the best way we can. But if I'm hardly getting any views, or people just aren't interested in this stuff, it's like, why keep doing it? So it's finding that balance. I mean, what are your thoughts going forward with us doing stuff in terms of like my channel? I know you're going to keep doing stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we've done a lot, and I think there's not. I genuinely don't think there's a lot left, really, that we haven't covered.
Yeah.
I think we've done commentary for just about every main run that you can think of. So, and yeah, as you said, like going forward, like I'm gonna move away from kind of just raw gameplay stuff for the time being. So,
Yeah.
which is gonna slow my content down. That's it's I can if it's just raw gameplay, like I can churn out videos pretty quick, but you can only do that for so long, really. Before it kind of gets a bit tiring.
So again, I'm not sure. Like, if I play through hard to just play through it by myself and have a good time, my thought is, well, I mean, why not record it? But then it's like, well, should I do commentary? It's going to be pretty much the same thing that we talked about in normal. It's other than with equipment and on a higher difficulty. So it's we'll have to think things out. I mean, now I will say I do have some NG talks planned, those are still going to go forward. I mean, we're still wanting to do that content, but with the way things are, trying to get one or two a month is about the most we can do on that. And but we do still plan on keeping that up, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you're still
absolutely.
in for that, right?
Yeah, yeah, and they take a lot more work than I think people realize.
Oh yeah,
Just
and
the
Jake,
sheer coordination of like 3 different time zones for one is kind of a pain.
right?
But yeah, just the work that Al puts into editing them, it's a lot for those.
So anyway, I just wanted to let people know I'm going to be open and honest with on my channel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the next series. If I'm going to do commentary or if JTB is going to do commentary. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. It's kind of hard to stay away, and we do make a pretty good team. I've
Yeah, we're
definitely
all right.
enjoyed. Yeah, it's like we're like peanut butter and jelly, and John Madden and may he rest in peace, and Pat Summerall, may he rest in peace also. But it's always been a lot of fun. But I think we'll just kind of wait and see what happens, and that's it for the series. Kind of happy how everything worked out here. Thanks again to JTB for doing this commentary with me. Any final thoughts here before we go?
No, not really, man. Just good, good look. Good look. Sorry, good job on the score. Same. It's
Oh,
very,
yeah,
very good.
I appreciate it. Okay, guys. Well, look, we'll see you in whatever we decide to do next. And, any comments, suggestions are more than welcome, except for the streaming Bigalski part. That's just not going to happen. But, hey, look, y'all take care. Everybody have a happy, great, and safe New Year. And we'll see you in the next project. Take care.
Peace, everybody.